Cremini mushrooms are also called baby bella mushrooms because when they fully mature, they are actually portobellos. However, the babies don't have the same flavor as the adults. These are mild with just a little bit more flavor than regular white button mushrooms. Some of the more exciting mushrooms on the market, like shiitakes or morels, might go very well as the centerpiece of their own pizzas, but would conflict with the tomatoes if used as a topping on a regular pizza. They're also very expensive. We've actually done a few mixed exotic mushroom pizzas for some of the specials, some of the beer tasting events and things like that. But they can be very, very expensive. They'd probably be $30 pizzas if I did them the way I really wanted to. So we really just stick with these very simple, fresh cremini mushrooms. They're a good topping. They're one that won't really challenge the other flavors too much. We slice them paper thin because this helps them to dry out as they bake and also intensifies their flavor. It also just creates more surface area in the mouth and adds flavor that way also. Next, we have two types of olives, green olives and Kalamata olives. The Kalamatas are purple. Most olives start off green when they are picked, and then as they are cured in salt or lye, they change color. The Kalamatas are my absolute favorite olive, salty and distinctly flavorful. Occasionally a customer will be looking for black olives because a lot of pizzeria use them. Note that the purple Kalamatas are not the same thing. The green olives are a little firmer in body and have a little different flavor. Oftentimes you will see that our recipes call for two similar but slightly different ingredients. So we use several types of hard cheeses on the Nana's pizza, or two types of tomatoes in the calzone. I add mussels to the clam pizza. These additions are done to add depth of flavor to dishes. The green and Kalamata olives are used together in the same way on the salumi pizza, for example. The green olives on the pizza line are heavily spiced with red pepper flakes and other spices. Medjool dates are very high quality, soft, sweet dates. They have a great mouthfeel to them. These are used in the dolce or the dessert pizza to add sweetness, and also they add a substantial bite to the pizza. It almost feels like you're eating a sausage pizza or something more substantial because they have so much body. I really love these dates. To add some crunch to the dolce pizza, we use some chopped walnuts soaked in just a little bit of honey. Capers are unopened flower buds. They are either packed in brine or directly in salt. The brined ones are used on the olive caper pizza. They are very salty, of course, and distinctly flavored. The salt pack ones are fried in extra virgin olive oil until they pop open like little popcorns almost. This makes them crunchy. They are really the key ingredient in the house salad. They add a little extra crunchy burst of salt to just a few bites of it. You wouldn't want too many because they're overwhelming. A little bit of capers goes a long way, but just the right balance adds a unique and really great flavor to things. One of our best ingredients is caramelized onions. These are onions that have been slowly cooked in extra virgin olive oil. After several hours, they begin to darken. They get incredibly sweet, even as they retain just a little bit of their original earthy flavor. Paired with the sharper Parano and Emmentaler cheeses, along with the earthy herb thyme, they are really the star of the caramelized onion pizza. They're also used as one of the accompaniments in the salumi platter. Sundried tomatoes are tomatoes which have been slowly air-dried like prunes or raisins. Before they're packed, they can have that same leathery texture as some other dried fruits like apricots. However, we buy them packed in oil, and this really allows them to get a lot softer. You can see that we've added chopped rosemary, which is really the perfect complement to them. We add these to our house salad and also to the pepperoni calzone. They can be added as a topping to pizza also. It's not listed as one of the toppings, but it is something, pretty much anything on the line that we have in-house, we're willing to put on a pizza, even though we don't necessarily advertise every single one of them. One suggestion that we did for one of our beer pairings is to replace the olives in the salumi pizza with sun-dried tomatoes. We tried it and it worked out very, very well. It's something I definitely recommend. These are roasted red peppers. This is really one of my favorite toppings, especially on the Nana's pizza. One of my all-time favorite orders, especially for new customers, is if they get a Nana's pizza, half plain and half red roasted peppers. A lot of people don't think to order that, but it's a great, great choice. Red peppers are roasted on an open flame, and then the skins are peeled off, revealing the sweet fruit inside. We use a very good quality canned peppers, which are packed in oil. However, we also have on hand cans of an extraordinary quality that can be used, like if the Pope shows up or something, let us know. We have these other cans. They're pretty much too expensive to serve, but they are absolutely incredible. All of our garlic is hand-peeled and hand-chopped. We are probably the only pizzeria in town to do it this way. The food purveyors like Cisco sell pre-peeled garlic, and that's what 99% of people use. But the pre-peeled stuff is also pre-pasteurized, and it's just not as good in quality as the fresh peeled. People have actually tried, some people on the staff have actually tried to sneak the pre-pasteurized stuff past me, and I've actually noticed the difference in the quality. So they just get mushier, and they just kind of sort of lack some of that flavor. So we've kind of gone ahead and gone the extra mile and hand-chopped the garlic. We had dried oregano, red pepper flakes, salt, and fresh ground black pepper, and then we marinate them in extra virgin olive oil. These are candied pecans. The spinach salad needs a little bit of crunch to offset the very soft green leaves. The spinach leaves themselves don't really have a lot of body to them, so I felt that the pecans would add a little bit more mouthfeel. These are roasted in a frying pan. Just basically you put them in a dry frying pan and you just kind of toast them up a little bit and toss them around. And then at the very end we put a little bit of butter and a little bit of sugar to coat them, and really that's all they need. They're yummy good.